My daughter banned me from her wedding. So I quietly called off the entire event I had paid for. Hello, Reddit. You always hear people say that your kids will love you no matter what. That family bond can survive anything. I used to believe that too. Even when my daughter, Marissa, began pulling away, I never imagined it would turn into something this twisted or this painful. Her wedding was supposed to be a grand celebration. I'd been saving for years, even cutting back on my retirement, so she could have the fairy tale she wanted. After her mother walked out, it had been just the two of us, and I felt she deserved everything I could give. At first, planning the wedding was exciting. The venue she chose was a vineyard 2 hours from home, expensive but beautiful. I didn't hesitate. I wanted her to have it, but as the months went by, things began to shift. Marissa grew distant, brushing me off whenever I asked questions. Her fiancé, Kyle, who had once been polite, suddenly turned cold. I told myself it was just stress. Weddings are overwhelming, after all. Then, about 3 months before the ceremony, Marissa asked to meet. She came to my living room with Kyle by her side, her face serious. I thought it was going to be a talk about decorations or budgeting. Instead, she said something that knocked the air out of me. Dad, I think it would be best if you didn't come to the wedding. I froze. What? Why? She looked uncomfortable, but stood her ground. You and Kyle don't get along. With everything going on, it would cause less tension if you weren't there. My chest burned, but I tried to stay calm. Disruptive? Marissa, I've done everything to make this day perfect for you. That's when Kyle cut in. He looked me straight in the eye and said, Mr. Morrison, this isn't about the money. Marissa doesn't need extra stress. We both think it's better if you just don't come. After everything I had poured into this wedding, the money, the time, the sacrifices, they were telling me I was a problem. I barely held myself together as they walked out, the door shutting behind them like a final goodbye. For days, I couldn't sleep. I reached out, tried to mend things, but Marissa ignored me. Then I heard through her cousin that she was telling everyone I had refused to support her wedding, and that she had asked me to stay away because of how I treated her and Kyle. That broke something inside me. I realized, if she didn't want me there, why was I still footing the bill for a wedding I wasn't welcome at? So I made a decision. I called every vendor I had hired. Calm, professional, firm. I canceled everything. The caterer, the florist, the DJ, the photographer, even the dress designer. The venue manager tried to argue about the short notice, but I reminded him the contract had my signature, not hers. 3 days before the big day, my phone rang. Marissa's voice was frantic, panicked. She was crying so hard I could barely make out the words. Dad, everything's falling apart. The bookings are gone. The vendors canceled. Please, you have to fix this. We can't find another venue. It's too late. I let the silence hang for a moment before answering. Marissa, I thought you didn't want me involved. You made it clear I wasn't needed. So I stepped back, money included. Her breath caught. You canceled everything? Yes, I said evenly. If I'm not allowed to be there, I see no reason to pay for it. She hung up on me. Later, I heard from relatives that she and Kyle managed to throw together a small courthouse ceremony at the last minute. Word spread and opinions were divided. Some thought I went too far. Others said I did what anyone would have. A few days later, a letter arrived. No return address. Just a short note in Marissa's handwriting. Dad, you prove me right. You always make everything about yourself. I never want to see you again. I sat there staring at those words, feeling their weight. And for the first time, I wondered if, in trying to give her everything, I had lost her completely.